Hi crocheters of the world! In this tutorial I want to show you how to work this stitch. It's a flower stitch, as you can see, and it is worked in vertical or horizontal bands, and it's really beautiful and full of versatility, because you can work like this, just one band, to create a bracelet, and then I will show you how to what kind of border you can put to create a beautiful bracelet. Or you can create scarves or hats or anything that you want, because, or scarves, yes, scarves, because I will show you how to put them together, so to join them together to create a really beautiful unit. So you can combine this, work this vertically, as I said, or horizontally, and put these bands together and create garments, or I don't know, anything else. Or you can also make headbands, because it's in really nice pattern for headbands too. But let's see how it is worked, this stitch. So I will work it with this cotton number 5 and my number 1 crochet stitch, crochet hook, oh my gosh, crochet hook, or 1.9 millimeters hook. But you can also use any kind of yarn you want. If you want to make a scarf or a winter scarf, of course you'll use wool and or acrylic wool, or I don't know, something wasted yarn. But if you want to make jewelries as bracelets or necklaces, you have to use, of course, a kind of cotton thread. Now we begin with the slip knot and with a chain of 3. So 1, 2, 3, yarn over and into the 3rd chain from the hook. So the first chain worked, work a double crochet. If we yarn over once, it's a double crochet. If we yarn over twice, it's a triple crochet, and so on. Now chain 3 again, yarn over twice, so we'll have triple crochets here, and into the loop that we created with the chain 3 and the double crochet here. So this is the loop that we created. Look, okay, a little loop here, yarn over twice, and into this loop work 1 triple crochet, but don't finish it. So like this, let the loop on the hook, the last loop on the hook. Now again, yarn over twice, insert the hook in the loop that we created, and work another unfinished triple crochet. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, and a chain 1 a chain 1 to join, to secure this. It's a cluster, I think the name is a cluster. Okay, now again chain 3 and let us make the loop. So yarn over once and into the 3rd chain from the hook, insert your hook and work a double crochet, and now we have our loop created. Then the cluster, so chain 3 again, always chain 3, then yarn over twice and into the loop, insert the hook, work the first triple crochet, don't finish it, and the second triple crochet into the same loop like this, only twice. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, chain 1 to secure. So as you can see, we will go on like this for the entire length of the pattern of what we want to do, what we want to create with this beautiful stitch. So that's why I said it's full of versatility, because you can create so many beautiful things with it. And what I have in mind now is a scarf, really. A really nice and colored scarf with this stitch, worked of course with a wool yarn, a wasted yarn. Okay, now we have a loop, a cluster, a loop, a cluster, and we go on like this, as I said, for the length that we need for our project that we have in mind. Again, chain 3, and we have here the cluster, so we have to create the loop. Yarn over once, insert your hook into the 3rd chain from the hook and make the double crochet. Chain 3 again, yarn over twice, insert the hook into the loop just created and work a triple crochet, but don't finish it. Just leave a loop on your hook. Another triple crochet, leave a loop on the hook. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, chain to join, to secure. Okay. Again, we have the cluster, we have to do the loop. So chain 3, yarn over once, into the 3rd chain from the hook, insert your hook and work a double crochet. Now we have the loop. We have the loop made. Okay, I don't know what is going on with me, but I am talking a little bit strange. Okay, now chain 3 again, yarn over twice because we want to make the clusters. So first triple crochet, leave a loop on a hook, on the hook. You have to excuse me. Second triple crochet. Now 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 1 to secure. And again the loop, chain 3, yarn over once, insert your hook into the 3rd chain from the hook and work your double crochet. Chain 3, so you always go on with a chain 3. Yarn over twice and work your first triple crochet. Leave a loop on the hook and again the second triple crochet, the second triple. Okay, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on our hook and chain 1 to secure. Now the rule is that we have to begin with a loop, so a chain 3 and a double crochet, and we have to end with a cluster, so chain 3 and 2 triple crochets worked together. 1, 2, 3. We have to work the loop. So yarn over once, insert your hook into the 3rd chain from the hook and work your double crochet. Chain 3, yarn over twice, insert your hook into the loop and let us work our cluster. 1 triple and the second triple. Okay. Now close your cluster, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I will do 2 more. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm working my loop, and then my chain 3, my cluster. So 1 and 2. Okay, and again a loop, and the last cluster. Okay, this is just one part of our stitch or our pattern. Okay, now let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I have 8 clusters and 8 loops. You always need with this pattern, you always need the same number of clusters and loops. That's why we begin with a loop and we end with a cluster. Now we will work first one part of petals and then the second part of petals. So we'll complete the flowers. Okay? Now what we have to work here is into the first loop. Now first chain 6, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yarn over twice and into the first loop insert your hook and work 1, 2 unfinished and 3 unfinished triple crochets. Okay, yarn over, pull through all loops on your hook and chain 1 to secure. Now we have the first petal, actually the second because the first is here. Then chain 6 again, 4, 5, 6, yarn over twice, insert your hook into the same loop and let us work our second cluster of 3 triples. 1, 2, 3. Four loops on hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops and chain 1 to secure. Now we have 2 petals on one side of our band here. Okay, now yarn over twice and skip into the next loop. We have here the petal and skip into the next loop to work 2 petals. So 2 clusters of 3 triple crochets divided by a chain 6. So this is the first and chain 1 to secure, then chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 and into the same loop work the second cluster of 3 composed by 3 triple crochets, 2 and 3. Okay, yarn over and pull through all loops, chain 1 to secure. This is what we have so far. And now we have to go on and work into each of our loops 2 petals. So skip into the next loop, yarn over twice for the first triple and let us work our first petal, our first cluster. 3, yarn over, pull through all loops on your hook and chain 1 to secure, then chain 6 and into the same loop work the second petal. So 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through all loops, chain 1 to secure, skip into the next loop, and so on. Okay. I am working into my last loop, the first that I made. My last 2 petals. Actually, in this last loop, I need 3 petals because I want to turn on the other side to complete with another 2, with 2 more petals my flower. 3, 4, 5, 6. All my flowers, so all the flowers of the band. 2 and 3. And now, as I said, here I have 6. Here I have the petal, because we always finish, as I said, the length with a cluster, not with a loop. And this cluster is our first petal of our 3 petal here. But here I don't have this petal and I need to work it now. So chain 6 again, 6, yarn over twice, and insert the hook into the same loop and work 1 cluster of 3 triple crochets. Okay, and we can turn our work and work on the other side now. Here I need 2 petals until the end. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 6 and let's work our first petal. On this side. 3, chain 1 to secure. Now, if we want to make something, I don't know, as a blouse or something that you want, or a purse or a bag, you want to join the bands, and to join them we join them into the chain 6 spaces. Really easy. Now I have to make my first chain 6 space here, and I will chain 3, then insert your hook into the first chain to join, pull the yarn from the back to the right side, slip stitch to join and chain another 3. Then back to your unfinished flower and work the last petal or cluster. Oops, 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1 to secure, skip into the next loop and work the first petal or cluster, 2, 3, then chain 3 and go on and join with the second chain 6 space. So it's really easy. Chain 3 again and back to your flower, work your last petal. 2 and 3. Yarn over, pull through all loops on your hook and chain 1 to secure. Now skip into the next loop. 1. Work your first cluster, or first petal of this flower. Then chain 3 and insert the hook into the next chain 6 space, join with a slip stitch and chain 3 again. Now we have our chain 6 complete. And turn to your loop and work the second cluster for the second petal. Okay, so is that easy? Beautiful, very. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, and we have to go on like this, just to finished the row and finish to join. Of course I have here just an example. It's a sample, it's nothing. Chain 3 and again join with the next chain 6 space. It's just a sample for the tutorial, but I really wanted to show you how to join them together, how to work this stitch. And in another tutorial I want to show you, I will make a cell cover, cell phone cover, and I will show you with that occasion how to work it in rounds, because it's really easy to work it in rounds too. Okay, I will go on and finish all my row here. You can use different colors. 1, 2, 3, and now we have to join here. One, 2, 3, and turn back and work the second petal. Here we have our second petal. Skip into the next loop. To in between the petals of different flowers, you don't have to put anything, so not chain, nothing. As you can see, you just skip into the next loop and begin the first petal. Oops, okay, this, just like this. Oops, no. Chain 3 again and join. Then chain 3 and back to complete the flower. 1, 2 and 3. skip into the next loop. So I'm working my last cluster here, my last petal, and I just want to show you how to finish. 3, 4, 5, 6, and insert your hook into the first secure chain here of the petal. And here we have our 2 bands joined together. So hope you enjoy it. Isn't it beautiful? I really like this. And at the end of this of the bands, you always have 2 spaces of chain 6. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Now here I have my earring ready, just one of them. I want to make a pair, of course, but this is the first that I finished and I just wanted to show you. So look, it's so easy to transform it into a earring just by putting this border. And now I want to show you how to put the border on the bracelet that I will make with a contrasting color, of course, because it's really nice to combine colors. I love. Insert your hook randomly in one of the petals, on the top of the petals, on the chain 1 secure here. Okay. Now, oops, join. Yes, join. And that's all. Now skip into the chain 6 space and work like this. 1, 2, 3 single crochets, then a chain 3 picot, again 1, 2, 3 single crochets, then a chain 3 picot. Oh, come on. Don't let me down. Okay. And again. Okay. And again. 1, 2, 3 single crochets and a chain 3 picot. And again 1, 2, 3 single crochets. So now I want to ask you a question. How many single crochets did we make here? Okay, there are 12 single crochets and 3 picots. Of course, you. And this is our first border. Now we will work into every our chain 6 here that we have all around the bracelet. We'll work this little pattern here. First, into the secure chain 1 of the petal of the cluster, insert your hook and make a slip stitch, and then begin again with 3 single crochets and a picot. The picots are very fine, so gives a very fine aspect to our jewelries. I really like to work with picots when I create jewelries. Again, chain 3 and a chain 3 picot. As you can see, they're really, really beautiful. again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and a chain 3 picot. Again chain 3, then skip into the here in between the petals now, oops, with a slip stitch, and skip into the next chain 6 and begin with your single crochets and picot. And here it is what we have so far, but imagine all done like this. It's really, really beautiful. Okay. Of course, if you want it smaller, it's not very big, but if you like small jewelries, you can work with a smaller hook and a thinner thread, cotton thread, of course. So you go on like this all around your bracelet, and here you'll slip stitch into the very first where you slip stitch to join. You will slip stitch to end, fasten off, and that's it. So hope you enjoy this pattern too. Bye, and at the next tutorial.